All right, we got the Locked On Top 100 NFL Players. How many Lions made the list?
You are Locked On Lions, your daily Detroit Lions podcast. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
All right, here we go, everybody. It is a Wednesday edition of Locked On Lions right here on the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Matt Derry with you, and been with you now for over 9 years on this very podcast. Appreciate you making us your first listen, checking us out wherever you get your podcast. Today is Wednesday, July 16th, Rookie Reporting Day. Into a Thursday, July 17th, players will be on the field for the start of training camp tomorrow, not the full squad. Full squad will be out there on Sunday, as you know, but today, rookies expected to all be there. Again, we're going to get into the Tate Ratledge and second round situation coming up in a minute. But as of today, rookies coming in and reporting for training camp 2025. We are so excited to get football started again right here on Locked On Lions. We are proudly brought to you today by our friends at FanDuel. Right now, new customers can get $150 in bonus bets when your first $5 bet wins. Follow us on all social media platforms. Check us out on our Locked On Lions YouTube channel. Thank you to our everydayers that are out there that watch and listen to the podcast daily. One of our everydayers is checking in today on our call of the day. You will hear that coming up momentarily as well. If you want to be our call of the day, we've gotten a lot of submissions in, which we appreciate. A lot of voicemails at speakpipe.com/Derry, D-E-R-Y, podcast page. Locked On Top 100 is out. All of the hosts got a chance to vote and put in their top 100 players. First things first, all of us as hosts put in players' names that we thought should be from our team on the Lions top 100 list. I'll tell you who I put in there and then who made it coming up momentarily. We will kind of do a reaction show on that, get into some of the snubs as well, some Lions players that I think should be on the list and some players that they should be ahead of. We'll do all of that today. And if you want to watch the show, the Locked On Top 100 show, go to YouTube. It's there. It's on my page on Locked On Lions, all right there, right here on the Locked On Podcast Network. The great Peter Bukowski, host of Locked On Packers, hosts the show. Latest on Tate Ratledge and second round holdouts. And again, like I said, we will do a call of the day as well right here on Locked On Lions. All right. So the reaction is this for me on the Locked On Top 100. As you know, the NFL and NFL.com is going through a top 100 now. Pete Prisco did his top 100. The Friends of Pro Football Focus, PFF, they have a top 100. As far as Lions on the top 100, let's just do this first. And for those of you watching on our Locked On Lions YouTube channel, you can see the graphic that I'm putting up on the screen right now. I submitted 8 Lions for NFL Top 100. 6 made the cut in terms of the voting by the other hosts. They are as follows. Penei Sewell, number 13. Aiden Hutchinson, voice cracking. Aiden Hutchinson, number 30. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the fine Lions wide receiver and all-pro, coming in at number 32. Jahmyr Gibbs, Lions running back, 37. Kirby Joseph, safety, 45. Jared Goff, Lions quarterback, coming in at number 82. So again, Sewell, Hutch, St. Brown, Ja Gibbs, Kirby Joseph, and Jared Goff coming in as the 6 Lions that made the top 100. Only the Eagles had more players on this list. They had 7. Lions with 6. Now, the 2 players that I had put on the list, I thought the Lions should have had 8. And the 2 players that I think got snubbed and didn't make the list were Brian Branch and Sam LaPorta. First things first, and I'll go back and just throw it up on the screen again for those of you watching on YouTube. These guys on the list right here all deserve it. All right, these are all really, really good football players. And what I love about all of these guys is they're all under 30 years old. All right, Jared Goff and his wife, Kristen just had a baby girl yesterday. Goff is entering he's going to be 30 next year. All these guys are under 30. So when people say that the Lions window is this season, or that the Lions need to win this season, or the things are starting to close, and this is a big year for the Lions. All right, it is. But when you've got Sewell, Hutchinson, St. Brown, Gibbs, Joseph, and Goff, you've got young talent there. You've got controllable pieces. You know they're going to find a way to keep Aiden Hutchinson. That tells you so much about Brad Holmes, the front office, who went out and got all of these guys. All right. 5 of the 6 are Brad Holmes draft picks. 1, Jared Goff, is a Brad Holmes trade acquisition. So you have to look at this list and commend this front office for what they've done and how good these guys are. Right? I mean, they do a fantastic job. As far as my reaction on the snubs, I mean, I think Sam LaPorta is a top 100 player. I do. Brian Branch, if you recall, earlier this year or earlier this month, we talked about the top 5 safeties in the NFL according to Pro Football Focus. Kyle Hamilton, Xavier McKinney, Jesse Bates, Antoine Winfield, Brian Branch. Kirby Joseph was 6th on the PFF list, Derwin James 7, and Budda Baker 8. Brian Branch did not make the cut and did not make the top 100 list. But if you look at players 91 through 100, you could see that both Budda Baker was at number 100, for those of you watching on the screen on the YouTube, and Jesse Bates came in at number 96 on the list. And as I said before, Bates was considered the 3rd best safety according to Pro Football Focus, whereas Budda Baker was number 8, 3 slots behind Brian Branch. Again, you look at PFF grades, you look at production, it's opinion-based. More people thought on their list, and these are all the lockdown hosts, they thought Budda Baker was a better player and Jesse Bates a better player than Brian Branch. I do not. All right, I do not. You look at 81 through 90 on the list, you see Derwin James up there at 87, who I think is a really, really good leader, an excellent veteran player. But I'm sorry, Brian Branch is a better football player than Derwin James now. You want to say Derwin James from 5 years ago? Fine. Derwin James in 2025, excellent player. Not as good as Brian Branch. And hey, while we're at it, at number 85, Travis Kelce, who would you rather have? And I know it's unfair because Travis Kelce's had a great career. And he's a first ballot Hall of Famer, and he's a stud. But Sam LaPorta today is a better football player than Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce's likely entering the last year of his career. So Kelce made the list. Some other guys made the list at safety. Trey McBride was also on this list. I believe McBride was, number 64. All right. The Cardinals tight end had a really good season last year. Similar type of year that LaPorta had 2 years ago. So the Lions got 6 players. It's the second most players on this list, but I truly believe that LaPorta and Branch should be on there. Brian Branch is a top 5 safety. He actually graded higher than Kirby Joseph, and Kirby Joseph was 45th on the list. Again, subjective. It's the PFF. It's the lockdown hosts that voted on it, including me. But I just think the Lions should have had 8 guys. But I will take the 6 that the Lions have. All right. Sewell, Hutchinson, St. Brown, Gibbs, and Joseph, and Jared Goff, all 100% should be on the list. And again, it should tell you all you need to know about how good the talent level is on this team. It does. It should. It's incredible. And this is why many people predict that the Lions will win the division again, including myself. This is why this team will hang around, even if even if they're not 15-2 like they were a year ago. The schedule is difficult. All right. We talked about it yesterday, and go back and watch Adam Burke from VSIN. Got some good reviews on our guests from yesterday. It's going to be tough. I mean, your first 4 road games this year are at Green Bay, at Baltimore, at Cincinnati, and at Kansas City, all outdoors and all against teams that could easily win their division and easily win their conference. Green Bay's no slouch. More VSiN analysts pick the Packers. They picked the Packers, go Pack Go, to finish ahead of the Lions. So its schedule's tough. All right, who are the top 10 players on this list? We will do that coming up next. We'll react to that. Also got to talk about the second round holdouts that are taking place and if there's been any progress on that front. All of that coming up next right here on a Wednesday edition of Locked On Lions. But first, ladies and gents, Locked On Lions brought to you by FanDuel. Summer sports are in full swing, and whether you're all about baseball under the lights, what a game last night, golf on the green, or high-stakes soccer action, FanDuel is the best way to make every game even more exciting. You're already following the action. Why not make it a little bit more thrilling? With FanDuel, you can get in on the game while your friends are getting sunburned on the beach, all right? I've got friends that have been using FanDuel to track their favorite matchups. The app keeps it fresh with new daily promotions and fun ways to bet. And it's easy to use, fast to pay out, and makes even regular season games feel like must-watch events. Whether you're placing a same-game parlay or watching a bet right into the ninth inning, like last night with the All-Star game, FanDuel makes it feel like you're part of the action. If you're new to FanDuel, here's what you need to do. New customers can bet just $5 and get $150 in bonus bets if your first bet wins. All you got to do is open the FanDuel app today, go to your phone, or visit FanDuel.com to get started. That's FanDuel.com to get started. All right, Matt Derry back with you. Wednesday edition of Locked On Lions. Locked On hosts. Top 100 list is out. We are reacting to that. 6 Lions made the list. We talked about Branch and LaPorta getting snubbed. Snubbed like Gail Cunningham got snubbed on Seinfeld by Kramer. But I digress. Your top 10 players on the Locked On NFL list. And this was a little bit surprising to an extent. I thought number 1, that Penei Sewell would be higher than where he went at number 13. I thought he was a top. I had him I think I had Sewell like 7 or 8. On this list, for those of you watching on our YouTube channel, you could see it. Cool graphics. Number 1, Lamar Jackson of the Ravens comes in at the top spot, followed by Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Myles Garrett, and Joe Burrow. So 4 of the top 5 players on the Locked On NFL Top 100 were quarterbacks. Number 6, Justin Jefferson, who's just an amazing player. I think I had him like 2 or 3. Jamar Chase, the wide receiver from the Bengals. Micah Parsons at number 8 from Dallas, way too high. Penei Sewell's better than Micah Parsons. All right, Penei Sewell's better than Micah Parsons. Patrick Surtain, the second, cornerback, Denver at number 9. And number 10, Saquon Barkley, the running back from the Eagles. I thought that was a little bit high for him. Penei Sewell is a top 10 player in this league. He is that dominant. He is that good. And I very much understand it is very difficult for people to put an offensive lineman that high. He was the highest rated, by the way, offensive lineman, as you can see on the list, at number 13. TJ Watt, 11, Chris Jones, 12, Sewell, 13, Derrick Henry, 14, Max Crosby, 15. The next highest graded offensive lineman on this list was Lane Johnson at number 18. I just think Penei Sewell is so good and should have been a top 10 player. But Lamar Jackson, interesting choice for number 1, especially because last season, Josh Allen, quarterback for the Bills, of course, won the MVP and won it over Lamar. Yet, Locked On hosts voted for Jackson to be the top guy. Hard to argue. He is a special talent. He is a very good player. The Lions are going to see him in week 3 for Monday Night Football on September the 22nd in Baltimore. That is going to be awesome, man. That is going to be a heavy weight fight in week 3. Last time Detroit was in Baltimore, it was ugly. That was a game where I think Jamison Williams, the ball hit him right in the face. So excited about this schedule. And there you go. There's your list. And again, check out the full show wherever you get your podcast. All right. So what's going on with Tate Ratledge? I'm recording this right now at 3:30 in the afternoon, recording a little bit early today, on Wednesday. Today is reporting day for rookies and undrafted free agents. I hit up my Lions guy and I've not heard back at what time all the players need to be in, but I know they have meetings tonight. They'll be on the field tomorrow. As of right now, and my recording, and again, that could change because that's what happens. But as of right now, 30 out of the 32 second-round picks remain unsigned. All right? And we have one official holdout because training camp has started for the LA Chargers, and that is their second-round pick, wide receiver Trey Harris. Right? He did not report with the rest of the teams. Yahoo Sports reports that an NFL Players Association spokesperson said that the players union is, quote, monitoring this situation closely in hopes that the players selected in the second round could take advantage of a rare opportunity to overturn a long established precedent. So what is happening is the second pick in the second round with the Houston Texans, Jaden Higgins, no relation to Steve Higgins, got a fully guaranteed contract. He's going to bank $11.7 million over the next 4 years, the former Iowa State wide receiver, and it's fully guaranteed. In the past, players have had 90% guaranteed, 57% guaranteed, but never fully. Higgins got this historic contract. Then the next day, the Browns, who had the 30th pick, the pick in front of Higgins, their guy, Carson Schwessinger, also got fully guaranteed money. He's getting $11.8 million over the next few years. So now the rest of the second round picks, including our very own Tate Ratledge, who was taken at number 57, who could be the starting center for the Lions this year, is sitting waiting. Let me say something here. And this might not be popular for fans that go, oh my God, it's fully guaranteed second rounders. If I'm the Lions, I'm signing Ratledge to a fully guaranteed contract today because his ass, I'm not mad at Tate, but his butt needs to be here. If this is the center of the future, as if this is the guy you handed the center reins to all during OTAs and some voluntary workouts, because Frank Ragnow is retired, the Lions can't mess around here. Tate Ratledge missing time, I'm giving him a fully guaranteed contract. It's slotted money, but guarantee all of it. Please and thank you. Because if the tater tot is not around, who's playing center? Graham Glasgow? All right, Graham Glasgow might be the center. But then Ratledge is missing time. Last year, second round guarantees ranged from 95.7% for number 33 overall pick Keon Coleman of the Bills, the wide receiver, all the way down to number 64, where Renardo Green of the Niners got 52.4% guaranteed. All second round picks last year signed in time for training camp. But if you don't sign, you don't participate. This is not like OTAs or mini camps. This is a standoff at the moment. And I hate every minute of it for the Lions because Tate Ratledge, they believe, is going to likely be the starting center this year. And I know some of you are going, wait a minute, how can the Lions, a Super Bowl contender, replace Frank Ragnow, Pro Bowl player, arguably the second best center in the game, in all the NFL, now he's retired. How can you not have him there? How do you respond, or how do you replace Ragnow, I should say, with a rookie? If Tate Ratledge can play, he can play. Period. All right. Penei Sewell was really, really good as a rookie and played. Yes, I understand. Center is a very difficult position. You've got a veteran in Graham Glasgow who can step right in. But again, and I keep saying this because I don't know, because I've never seen Tate Ratledge play center. I've only seen him play right guard, and he was a damn good one at Georgia. He was all SEC 2 years in a row. But I believe that this front office and this coaching staff have a plan in place where they think Tate Ratledge can take over right here, right now and play center. But it's very hard to do that when he's sitting in an apartment somewhere in Allen Park or Dearborn or Birmingham or Royal Oak or wherever, waiting. You know he's in town. You know he's ready to sign and be out there. If I'm the Lions, I'm signing him. I know he's pick 57. We're on pick 32 of the signings, but I'd give him the fully guaranteed money and be done with it. But again, there's precedent. There's owners digging in saying, wait a minute, just because these two guys got fully guaranteed contracts now, and all of a sudden, maybe there's owners that don't want to do it. But the Lions need Ratledge there. It's vital. It's very important. So please, can we get Tate Ratledge here ASAP? I think it's vital. So I'm doing it. And at 57, if he got fully guaranteed money, it might tick off some other owners. Lions need to win. And Lions need Ratledge there. Call of the day coming up next right here on Locked On Lions. All right, folks, we went over the top 100 before. Locked On NFL Top 100 is here for you to listen to and watch. Voted on by the NFL hosts of the Locked On Podcast Network, our top 100 was formed by experts that cover these teams and players every day. Find the full list on Locked On Sports Today on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts. Don't miss my reaction. Well, you just heard it, where all the Lions players landed. All right. So this is awesome. We did that earlier. We'll talk more about it today and throughout training camp. Check it out. Locked On Top 100, wherever you get your podcasts. All right, we have gotten a ton of submissions. There's been a lot of voicemails left on our Speak Pipe for call of the day at speakpipe.com/Derry, DERY podcast page. Appreciate all of you chiming in. Everybody for leaving voicemails. Got a new one today. And once again, it is from somebody out of the state. Joe from Maryland checking in. He is our call of the day today. Let's take a listen.
I'm going to make this one short and sweet. I just wanted to say quickly that congrats to Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson. I'm going to make this one short and sweet. I just wanted to say quickly that congrats to Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson in our organization a few years ago. Obviously, nobody in the national media knew who he was. We remember he started taking over the passing game coordinator, and the next year he was they were wondering, is he going to get promoted to offensive coordinator and call the plays? Us real Lions fans, we really wanted that to happen, and it did, and it turned out amazing, and now he moves on and becomes a head coach. I'm really getting sick of the national media talking about how we have no coordinators, this, that, and the third, when y'all didn't have a clue who Ben Johnson was. And y'all don't have a clue who Kelvin Shepard is, but us real Lions fans, we know that Shep from even those Hard Knocks videos when Malcolm Rodriguez was beating out that bum room of linebackers that we had. Kelvin Shepard has been highly regarded, players and coaches in this organization, and we knew he was the next man up as defensive coordinator. So national media, you know what? Nobody cares about your opinion. You don't know what you're talking about. Kelvin Shepard and that defense is going to be nasty, and I'm damn sure looking forward to it. Have a great day. Go Lions, one pride.
Wow, Joe from Maryland fired up. Our call of the day today. Like the spice from Joe. First and foremost, let me disagree with Joe. There are plenty of national people who do know what they're talking about. All right. So I'm not going to agree fully with what Joe said, but I love Joe's point about giving the opportunity, giving a chance to some of our coordinators that are here now. First and foremost, as we know, John Morton is taking over for Ben Johnson. All right. John Morton failed his first time as an offensive coordinator in the NFL with the Jets. He only got a year. It was not a good roster. I'm giving him a second chance. Did I love the hire? No, I did not. That's my job to give you my opinion. But our friend from Maryland, I agree with wholeheartedly on Kelvin Shepard. I think he's going to do a really good job. I do. I think this defense is going to take steps forward because they're going to be healthy. They're not going to lose 15,000 guys like they did last year. And Kelvin Shepherd is well respected, right? No one knew who Ben Johnson was. Joe is right. I think too, and it was brought up yesterday by Adam from VSiN on the show. I think we underestimate how good of a head coach Dan Campbell is too. So handing the reins over to this group should be questioned by national media. It should be. People are always picking. They're nitpicking. They're trying to find flaws in everything. Right? Hey, I saw. I mean, look, I'm no LeBron fan anymore, but you see people nitpick him all the time. This was wrong on this. What about, I went down and saw the brand new train station in Detroit. Oh, but I didn't like this. We all nitpick at everything, always trying to look for the negative. And that's what the media is doing right now when they're talking about the Lions. We played you the clip the other day from Adam Kaplan, who's concerned about the defense and the opposite edge rusher on the other side of Aiden Hutchinson, which we've heard about for a long time. And that might not work out. They might need Zadarius Smith sooner rather than later. Marcus Davenport may get hurt again. But I like Kelvin Shepherd. I agree with Joe. I think the Lions are going to be good. Don't think they're going to win 15 games. But Joe is fired up. And we appreciate his energy here. Dan Campbell would not have elevated Kelvin Shepherd. He would not have brought back John Morton if he did not think they could work with this group. And there is some familiarity with both of them, with Morton, of course, being here as a pass game assistant and coordinator a couple of years ago. And I think Jared Goff will do well. Question is, on the creativity front, is there anything did we ever see anything like we saw with Ben Johnson, now known as Benedict Johnson, on the creativity front? We might not. But this is still a very, very good offense. And my bigger concern, other than coordinators and everything else, is the center position and running the football. As long as the Lions can still run the rock, it sets up so much other stuff. All right, that'll do it for us. We are back again tomorrow for a Thursday edition of Locked On Lions. Check out the Locked On Top 100 show as well, wherever you get your podcasts.